Hey guys, how you doing? So I have the Thinkcar 689 BT and the MUCAR 892 BT. They both have updates available, and I want to go over what's in these two updates. Most of the things on both these are going to be common, but there's a powerful feature that they're adding to the MUCAR. So basically, I'm just going to go down and I'm going to read on the Thinkcar first, and then I'll go down and I'll read what's on the MUCAR, and then we're going to install these updates. I'm going to show you the big deal with the MUCAR. So on the Thinkcar, we've got added support for customizing the title and content when sharing to email, added a notepad feature that says download the right P from the application software. I'll show you where you do that at. Added custom sorting function to the More module on the home page, added a default standard range view for applicable data streams, added sharing function for recorded data streams supporting conversion to CSV format. That's a spreadsheet standard. Added support for Indonesian and Ukrainian languages. Added support for Google input method. Added disconnection notification sound. Added screenshot editing function. Optimizations. Optimized data format display, which is going to be a handy feature in your data streams. Optimize the display of special characters for Czech and Croatian and those other languages there. Optimize the accuracy of the Finnish, however you pronounce that, translation. Optimize the multiple channel scan results page and resolve the issue of occasional untranslated fault codes. Optimized the data stream interface display. And then bug fixes fixed other known issues. So that's on the Thinkcar. On the MUCAR, enhanced the AI dialogue, added support for image uploads, dislike feedback for generated content, and automatic generation of related questions, added one-click AI analysis and editing for screenshots, added support for customizable email titles and content, added the key programmer support. So that's the big deal that I was talking about. So we're going to install the key programmer, make sure I'm going to plug the key programmer in. We'll make sure it works just fine. Added notepad functionality, download right P, same thing with the Thinkcar. Added support for Google Keyboard, download the Google Keyboard from the application list. Added support sorting function for the More module on the home page. Added a default standard range view for applicable data streams. Added the ability to convert recorded data streams to CSV format. And I think this other stuff was just like on the Thinkcar. Yeah, the optimizations look to be the same. And the fixes, same thing. So let's go ahead and get into both these. Right here, you'll see this is where you get the update at. For the Thinkcar, it's version 118. And then for the MUCAR, it's version 110. So I'm going to let that download, and we will continue after that. All right, guys, so the new software is installed. Now we're going to install the other apps that they recommended on the MUCAR. That's going to be, one of them is going to be the key programmer. And where you get to that at is right here under upgrade. Then you're going to go to app. You're going to hit enter. On the other tab right here, you're going to hit the other. And you'll see that we got a key programmer on the MUCAR. We got a Google keyboard and this Writer P, along with a new version of Google Chrome. And then over here on the Thinkcar, we've got the Writer P app, we got the Google keyboard, and we got the Google Chrome. So, and we also have Candy Crush for the MUCAR. I'm not going to recommend installing that, but if you like Candy Crush and that's something that you want, go ahead and install it. Let's go ahead and install this key programmer. We'll go ahead and install the Google keyboard, the Writer P, and the Google Chrome upgrade also. We'll go ahead and do all three of these right here on the Thinkcar. If my dry fingers will work. There we go. So the only thing that I'm going to really do in this video, other than what we've already done, is plug the key programmer into the MUCAR and then make sure it works okay. And while we're waiting on the install to take place, the key programmer is this right here. This is the T-Key 101. This is by Thinkcar. If you don't know, Thinkcar is who makes the MUCAR. That's come with some ID chips, along with some remotes, USB cable. So I've got viewers that have commented that they wish the MUCAR did get the key programmer app, and they can now be assured that the MUCAR does have it. So if you was holding off on getting the MUCAR over the Thinkcar because of the key programmer app, now you got your key programmer. And the way it works, you just plug it right here into the USB-C. And we're just going to make sure that it will ID. Well, first that the scan tool will recognize it, and then we'll see if it will ID the chips. If I can get some room here on my little table. So it is showing that the key programmer is installed. Let's go ahead and back out of that. The key programmer is over here under modules, and we got our key programmer icon. So we'll click on him, let him fire up, and it does show to have the key programmer. I want to hit update just to see if there's any updates for the key programmer. And there's a couple updates. It is recognizing the key programmer. The current version is 105. The latest version's 111. So let's go ahead and hit update. About 60 meg in size. And then the database is 102 megabyte. I'll go ahead and update him too. That way we'll have the latest database. So this is actually updating the actual key programmer. The firmware on the key programmer looks like it's still the same. And I might have misspoke. This may be updating the actual app. And then the firmware update is what updates the key programmer. And then you've got a database that's also separate from them. And I've got a variety of keys here. We're just going to make sure that it will ID the chips. Okay, your table is not allowed to install unknown apps. Let's go ahead and go to settings. Then I want to click allow, make sure there's nothing down there. And I'm going to click install. Whoops, did not mean to hit that. And let's see. Let's go back. I'm not going to... Now let's go ahead and do the update for the database, just to be on the safe side. So whenever it rebooted for the key programming app update, it stopped the download for the database update, but luckily it picked back up where it left off. So let the database install, then we will ID some various chips here. Go back, read transponder. We'll just do this older BMW key here to start with. Hit read. And it ID'd it. We'll do this Jeep key. And it ID'd it. This is a newer BMW. This is to our X3 2019 model. ID'd it. And this is to my GMC key. and it ID'd that one. So looks like the key programmer would work just fine. Just to kind of give you an overview of the key programmer. I'm not going to do an entire walkthrough of the key programming features because I've already done that on the Thinkcar, and it's going to be the identical thing. But you do now have the key programming app on the MUCAR, just as we did on the Thinkcar. So that's a good thing. Anyway, we're pretty much done here. This video was mainly about MUCAR adding the key programmer app to their 892 BT. So I'm glad they did that because a lot of people had commented on other videos if they were ever going to add that, and now they have. You guys take care. We'll see you. Hey, and I also want to say that for those of you that saw the topology video about a month ago that's coming to both these scan tools, my contact at MUCAR assures me it is still coming. They just don't know an exact date. So until they know an exact date, they don't want to put anything out there until they know. So as soon as I find out, I'll let you guys know. But it is still coming according to my contact at MUCAR. You guys take care.